Hey guys, have you ever used eraser clay? I'm going to give it a try today. Hi everybody, I'm Amy. Welcome to my channel and thanks for joining me for an adventure time craft. I've never used eraser clay before, so I'm excited to try it out today. I'm going to make a Peppermint Butler eraser. This video is a collaboration with CandiWare. She's going to show you how to make miniature candy cane earrings, so don't forget to check out her video after this one.
You can find links for all the materials you will need for this project in the description below the video, both on YouTube and at craftymcfangirl.com. You will need eraser clay, an X-Acto knife, clay tools, tacky glue, a baking pan and silicone mat, and a pencil. I'm excited to try out eraser clay. This is the first time I have used it. We're going to use black, white, red, and blue. I'm working on a silicone mat on top of a baking tray. This way I can move my project right into the oven without having to transfer it. About 1/2 of a square of white, about 1/3 of a square of blue, about 1/4 of a square of red, and a really small piece of black. Condition the clay between your fingers until it's nice and soft and easily workable. Start with the blue clay. Save a little bit aside. Use the majority of the blue clay to make a semicircle around the eraser on your pencil. Let a little bit of the pencil eraser stick up through the blue clay. Next, work with the white clay. Create a semicircle of white clay with a flat bottom. Then, use the back of your clay tool to make a small indentation into the flattened bottom. Then fit the white semicircle over the pencil eraser and shape it to fit the blue piece below it. Smooth it with your fingers. I noticed that eraser clay does not work exactly like polymer clay. It's less sticky. It doesn't want to stick to itself as much as polymer clay. It's a little harder to get smooth joins. Next, work with a little bit of the blue. Flatten it out and use a blade to cut it into a pennant shape to make the tails on the back of the Peppermint Butler's jacket. Then flatten a small piece of white clay and use your blade to cut it into a triangle to make the front of the butler's shirt. I tried using clay tools to smooth it on, but I finally gave up after I realized that my fingers worked the best. You might want to try silicone blending tools. Next, we are going to add the bow tie with red clay. Start with a little dot of red in the center. Then flatten and trim 2 tiny triangles and add them to either side. Continuing on with the rest of the red clay, you are going to add the red around the Peppermint Butler's head. Using your blade, cut away a small triangle and fill it with red, starting at the top center and continuing evenly on each side. I ended up with 5 red triangles. You could do 7 if you make them smaller. Next, use the last of the blue and roll out a thin snake and cut it in half. Use your tool to make a small indentation where the arm attaches in the side of the blue. Then repeat the process on the other side. Make an indentation and attach the second arm. Next, we're going to work on the face. Roll out 2 tiny balls of black clay for the eyes and an even more tiny thin snake for the mouth. Then roll out a tiny ball of white for the inside of the eyes. Make indentations and apply the black dots for the eyes. Then apply tiny bits of white inside the black. I had a hard time getting this small piece of white clay to stick to the black. Then apply the tiny black snake to make the mouth. Remove the pencil and your eraser is ready to bake. Bake according to the instructions on your clay package. Once my eraser was fully baked and completely cooled, I wanted to try it out. It seemed to work okay, but it was not as good as a regular pencil eraser. Next, we are going to apply the eraser to the pencil with tacky glue. Put a generous amount of glue inside the eraser and stick the pencil inside. Let the glue dry completely before using the eraser. I think the Peppermint Butler turned out pretty cute considering this was my first time using eraser clay. I am looking forward to getting more practice with it. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another eraser clay tutorial.
Thanks so much for crafting with me today. It looks like I'm going to need a little bit more practice with eraser clay. But if you liked this project and you want to see what's coming next, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, don't forget that this is a collaboration video with CandiWare. She's going to show you how to make miniature candy cane earrings, so check out her video next. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.